Hey everyone, Amanda Marie here, and Happy New Year. I'm here to talk about New Year's resolutions and how to keep those and how we can have a resolution that we can keep without losing track of what we want to do. So basically, I feel like I've broken down 3 steps in which we can keep these. And first of all, so we set an intention or goal, and that's our resolution. And then we need to make a plan, an action step plan, in order to start reaching that goal or that resolution. And then lastly, keep our commitment, keep accountable for what we want to do. So I am going to give you a simple example of one of my resolutions. And so going into that a little bit more, sometimes people have really lofty ideas, and I'm definitely guilty of doing this. I'll be like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and blah, my life is going to be like this. And honestly, what happens is we cannot keep that many commitments. It gets too much, it's overwhelming, and we're lucky if we get any of it done. So I am going to give the example of drinking more water, because that's one of my resolutions this year. I have 2. One is to keep a better exercise practice, and the other is to drink more water. So what I've set up for myself for drinking more water is to keep that going. I have made a measurable goal, which is to drink 2 of these a day. And I drink, excuse my voice, I'm getting over a bit of a cold. So to drink 2 of these a day, and in the morning I'm drinking 1 cup of hot lemon water, which is supposed to be really good for you and just kind of get your day started. And it helps you a lot to get hydrated and get you on, a good path for the day. So a healthy path for the day. So, so that is my action steps. So this is what I'm going to do daily. And then after a month, I want to get up to 3 of these, which is pretty much how much water I should be drinking a day. And so, yes, that sounds great. And so I have one more little trick to keep myself accountable. And that is to write down why it is that I want to drink more water. So my why is because I feel a lot better when I drink more water. I don't tend to crave snacks in the afternoon, and I just overall I feel more alert and I just feel better. So I am going to write that down. I feel better. This is why. And then write down, I snack less, the things I just told you. So that is how I see it most effective to keep any given resolution. Let's look at one that's just a little bit more, okay, so we can look at my other one, which is to keep an exercise practice. So first of all, I'm going to pick a couple of, there's 3 kinds of exercise I really love. And so from these 3 exercises, I will build out a routine and stick to that. So I will start with 3 days a week of consistent exercises. One of those days will be walking a couple of miles. Another day will be yoga, and another day will be calisthenics, which is and that's going to be like weight-bearing exercises. So that will allow me to kind of have cardio and also weight-bearing exercise, and the yoga is really good for balance and just well-being. So that's something else I want to incorporate into my life to make a better exercise practice. Now, now when we go into the part of a plan, my plan is 3 days a week, and now I need to pick which days that's going to be so that I have that built into my day, and so I can't say, oh, I don't have time. I will have a time written down. It will be an appointment that I have made with myself to do either a 2-mile walk, a yoga practice, or a calisthenics routine. So that it just makes it easier. I don't have to think so much. It's like, okay, yeah, that's another thing. Well, then, there's some days that you might not feel like doing something. And this is where my why comes in. Why do I want to exercise 3 days a week? So, because 1, it makes me feel better. 2, it gets me in better shape. I'm in better shape, therefore I have more energy, and I don't, puff out when I go up the stairs. My boyfriend and I went up the stairs the other day, and I was like, gee, I'm huffing and puffing, and that's kind of new. I didn't realize I was, falling out of shape. So those are my whys. Why do I want to do this? And then in addition to that, I am going to get an accountability partner, which will be, I'll probably use my boyfriend and my best friend, who are both very supportive of me. And so I will tell them when I make this commitment, hey, can I check in with you on these days to let you know that I've done A, B, or C? And that is how I can keep my commitment going. So I have kind of this plan of my action steps that are in place, but then on top of it, I have this accountability where I share my goals with other people and check in with them. So this is how I have, over the past couple of years, done most of my stuff. Like anything I want to do, this is how I kind of do it. I say what I want to do, I put the commitments, the steps together, the action steps together, and then I seek out accountability, whether that's a mentor, a friend, or a partner that I'm doing it along with. And it seems to work pretty darn well. I've been able to write my cookbook this way. I just kept accountable, and I kept writing out action steps and kept doing them and kept referring to my why. Why do I want to do this? So all of this stuff really works well. And I would love to hear from you. What are some things you do? What are some resolutions you have been able to, or goals you've been able to accomplish? Because honestly, this stuff, it works any time of year. Doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution. I start New Year's resolutions all the time, and it's not on New Year's. So I would love to hear more about your journey, what has worked for you, and if you do these tips, let me know if this worked for you. Okay, Happy New Year. Bye.